May of 2025. Folks, that month was an absolute earthquake for the firearms industry. It wasn't just one or two new releases. We saw 8 significant new pistols and rifles hit the gun store shelves. And they didn't just show up. They landed like a shockwave. Think about this. 3 of those models were immediately banned in restrictive states. Before the average shooter even had a chance to see one, they were already illegal. We saw online inventories for some of these guns evaporate. Not in a week. In less than 24 hours. Other models are pushing the technology so hard, so fast, that some billion-dollar manufacturers are already scrambling just to figure out what happened. And the firearm that took the #1 spot? People are already calling it the next generation of precision shooting. So let's get into it. Let's run down the list. Number 8. Savage Stance XR. Kicking off our list at number 8. The Savage Stance XR. Now you'll remember Savage jumped into the concealed carry market a few years back. And that first-generation Stance, let's be honest, it got a very mixed reception. Some shooters liked the ergonomics, but a lot of folks had issues. Well, here's the good news. Savage was clearly paying attention. This new XR model feels like a direct answer to just about every single one of those early complaints. The first thing you'll notice when you get this in your hand is the trigger. It breaks clean, right at 5.5 pounds. All that spongy creep from the original? It's gone. The reset is sharp, tactical. You can absolutely hear it, and you can feel it. They also reprofiled the grip frame. It's still ergonomic, it's still very shootable, but it's noticeably thinner for concealed carry. And they've got swappable backstraps. That means you can actually fit the gun to your hand, which is critical for recoil management and just basic comfort. Savage also did their homework on the optics system. It's a true quick-release plate. No gunsmithing required. It runs the most common micro-red dots on the market with zero drama. Slide stop, fully ambidextrous, smooth operation from both sides. And for those of you who prefer it, there is an optional manual safety. Pros. That true quick-release optics cut is a huge win. The interchangeable backstraps give you a custom fit. You're getting true ambi controls, not just a reversible mag release. It draws clean from concealment, no snag points, and they're offering multiple finish options right at launch. Cons. Magazine capacity is a bit lower than some of its direct competition. The price is higher than a lot of budget carry pistols. Those controls, while good, are going to take some practice for new shooters to get used to. And aftermarket support, holsters, sights, it's still limited. Plus, that optional safety. Look, it's one more thing you have to train in your manual of arms. Street price is landing right around $700. Number 7. Walther PDP Pro-X Parker Mountain Machine, coming in at number 7. The Walther PDP Pro-X. This one was built in partnership with Parker Mountain Machine. And folks, this pistol is exactly what happens when high-end German precision collides with top-tier American custom builders. Walther teamed up with PMM to build a fully compensated duty pistol, one that shoots incredibly flat, but is still practical enough to carry. The star of the show here is that compensator. This is not some afterthought that you just screw onto the muzzle. It is fully integrated directly into the slide and barrel assembly. What you're looking at is a 4-inch slide with an integral comp sitting over a ported barrel. That setup is knocking recoil down by about 30% compared to the standard PDP. Capacity is solid. 18 rounds in the compact, 20 in the full size. And yes, they've got 10 rounders for those of you behind enemy lines in restrictive states. The gas system is engineered to vent upward and slightly forward. That means you keep the muzzle pinned down on target without blasting hot gas straight back into your face. I had this on the range. I ran multiple rapid-fire strings through it. The muzzle barely moved. Follow-up shots were just flat and fast. Right now, there is nothing else in the production market that really compares to this. Pros. That integral comp is the real deal and is built into the system. The grip texture absolutely locks this pistol into your hand. You get high-capacity magazines. It's got Walther's excellent performance duty trigger. And of course, top-tier German build quality. Cons. It comes with a premium price tag. The slide is slightly longer because of that comp. Holster support is going to be limited at launch. Cleaning is definitely more involved than a standard slide. And unfortunately, this gun will be restricted in certain states. MSRP is set at $999. Number 6. Shadow Systems. CR920X. At number 6. The Shadow Systems CR920X. Look, when this company out of Texas speaks, serious shooters tend to listen. They built their entire reputation by taking Glock-style platforms and refining them with the kind of upgrades you'd expect from a high-end custom shop. This new micro-compact takes that same DNA and shrinks it down for daily carry. The machining quality is the first thing that stands out. The second you pick it up, everything just feels dialed in. Clean angles, no rough edges, absolutely no shortcuts taken. The slide wears Shadow's trademark window cuts. That shaves off weight but keeps the whole assembly structurally sound. The barrel? It's a match-grade barrel with enhanced rifling, and it is built for accuracy. And I am not just talking about marketing hype. I have personally seen this pistol produce consistent 2-inch groups at 25 yards, with good defensive ammo. That is serious precision from a gun this small. The trigger has been completely redesigned. It's a flat-faced shoe. It breaks right at 4.5 pounds. Minimal over-travel and a very crisp reset. The grip texture is aggressive. It is designed to lock your hand in place during recoil, but it's still manageable. It's not going to tear your hands up on a long-range day. Pros. You are getting match-grade accuracy in a micro-compact. The fit, finish, and machining are pure custom shop quality. That flat-faced trigger gives you excellent control. The aggressive grip texture works, and you get that lightweight slide with the window cuts. Cons. The price is definitely sitting above most of its competitors. Capacity is a little lower than some of the other new micros. That aggressive grip texture, it might rub you raw if you're carrying concealed against bare skin. The complex slide design means more maintenance and cleaning, and your finish options are limited. Street price is running around $800. Number 5. EAA Girsan Witness 2311 Brat. At number 5, we have got the EAA Girsan Witness 2311 Brat. This pistol turned heads the second it was announced. What we have here is a Turkish-built double-stack 1911, designed to give shooters a real 2011 experience, without that $3,000 price tag. Now, when most folks hear budget 2011, a lot of them, myself included, tend to roll their eyes. But this pistol is not some cheap imitation. It's built on a stainless steel frame and a stainless steel slide, and it's cut with tight tolerances that deliver both consistency and accuracy. The trigger is tuned beautifully. It breaks clean, right at 3.5 pounds. It's got a short, positive reset. It feels exactly like what you would expect from a serious 2011. Capacity is no joke either. 18 rounds of 9mm in a double-stack mag. That is a lot of firepower in a gun that still feels controllable and very familiar. And because it's built on that classic 1911 pattern, you keep the exact same manual of arms. Grip safety, thumb safety, the whole system is right where it's supposed to be. Pros. This is easily one of the most affordable 2011s on the market. That match-grade barrel brings excellent accuracy to the table. The double-stack mag gives you serious capacity. You get all the classic 1911 ergonomics and controls, and the machining is surprisingly solid and reliable. Cons. Look, some shooters are just going to hesitate with Turkish-made firearms. Aftermarket support is very thin right now. It is a more complex manual of arms than a simple striker-fired pistol. It's going to need more maintenance compared to a polymer carry gun. And that all-stainless build, it adds weight, which makes daily carry a lot harder. Street price is sitting right around $1,200. So that leaves the real question. Can this Turkish platform truly hang with the big American names? Number 4, Kimber 2K11. At number 4, we've got the Kimber 2K11. This is Kimber's very first step into the 2011 market, and given their long history with high-end 1911s, the expectations for this gun were sky-high. They delivered. The stainless steel slide rides on a high-grade aluminum frame. That keeps the pistol perfectly balanced. It feels solid under recoil, but it's lighter than an all-steel build. The trigger is tuned for performance and competition shooting. It breaks clean at just 3 pounds. There is zero over-travel. It's one of the shortest resets you are ever going to find in a production pistol. On the range, this thing feels like a laser. If you feed it quality match ammo, you are looking at sub-1-inch groups at 25 yards. Let me repeat that. Sub-1-inch groups. That puts the KDS-11 squarely in high-end competition territory. Capacity is another major highlight. 21 rounds with the flush-fit mag. 23 rounds with the extended mag. That is an insane amount of firepower for a gun that still has all the refinement of a Kimber. Pros: you are getting true Kimber craftsmanship. It has a competition-grade trigger right out of the box, extremely high-capacity magazines, fully ambidextrous controls, and that sub-1-inch accuracy potential. Cons: it comes with a very premium price. Maintenance is going to take more effort. It is definitely on the heavy side for concealed carry. Holster options are going to be limited at launch. And that manual safety adds a training curve for folks used to striker-fired guns. Retail price lands at around $3,000. This is Kimber proving they can go toe-to-toe with the absolute best in the 2011 world. Number 3. Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro Comp OSP. At number 3, the spotlight is on the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro Comp OSP. Springfield took their proven Hellcat Pro platform, and they gave it the one thing that shooters had been asking for: a built-in compensator. Now let's be clear. This is not just a threaded barrel with a comp tacked on the end. This single-port system is cut directly into the slide and the barrel. Gas vents straight up, keeping that muzzle flat without adding any extra length to the gun. The result? You get a micro-compact that carries like a slim pistol, but it runs like a full-size duty gun. On the range, the difference is night and day. The standard Hellcat Pro already punches way above its weight class. But this comped version? Your follow-up shots are faster. Muzzle rise is minimal. Your groups stay tight, even when you're running it hard and fast. Capacity is still 15+1. That's plenty of firepower in a gun that absolutely disappears under a t-shirt. And because it's an OSP model, the slide comes cut for optics. Specifically, the Shield RMSE footprint. That means no adapter plates. The factory irons co-witness cleanly right out of the box. And maybe the best part? Most of your existing Hellcat Pro holsters will still fit. Pros: that integrated comp genuinely reduces muzzle rise. It has the exact same footprint as the original Hellcat Pro. You get 15+1 capacity in a slim, easy-to-carry gun. It's optics ready right from the factory, and that holster compatibility is a massive plus. Cons: the comp makes cleaning more involved. It does cost more than the base model. Depending on your stance and grip, that upward gas blast can be noticeable. It tends to run best with hotter, full-power ammo, and you have to be careful not to obstruct those ports. Suggested retail price is $699. Springfield just raised the bar for micro-compacts. This is one of the easiest shooting concealed carry pistols in its entire class. Number 2. Heckler and Koch CC9. Sliding into the number 2 spot, we've got the H&K CC9. And folks, this pistol marks a major milestone for Heckler and Koch. This is the very first micro-compact they have ever built, and they're building it right here in the United States. Production is happening at their new plant in Columbus, Georgia. Now, that decision matters. It matters because it means the CC9 doesn't have to deal with German export limits or U.S. import restrictions. It was engineered from the ground up specifically for the American concealed carry market. The build quality? It is classic Heckler and Koch. Tight machining, overbuilt internals, that signature attention to detail that you can feel the moment you rack the slide. But what really makes this pistol stand out is the testing. The prototypes for this gun saw more than 750,000 rounds before release. That is not marketing hype. That was done to certify this gun under the NATO AC 225 durability standards. That kind of torture test puts this pistol firmly in military territory. And you notice that pedigree in the way the trigger runs, and in the modular chassis system. It's optics ready, right from the factory. The controls are fully ambidextrous, and like every H&K, those controls are crisp, positive, and designed to last a lifetime. Pros: you are getting true Heckler and Koch engineering, through and through. It has passed NATO-grade durability testing. It's built on a modular chassis for future upgrades. It has an excellent trigger right out of the box, and that optics cut is included. No adapter plates needed. Cons: it comes with that premium H&K price tag. Magazine choices are limited for right now. Accessories are also thin because it's a brand new platform. The grip texture is aggressive. It might rub you raw if it's against bare skin. And the takedown process is more complex than most striker-fired carry guns. Expected price is about $699. So here's the real debate. Is this the most reliable micro-compact carry pistol on the market today? Number 1. Sig Sauer P211 GTO. And at number 1, the crown goes to the Sig Sauer P211 GTO. Folks, this pistol is not just another release. This is a statement. Sig didn't step into the 2011 game to play catch-up. They came here to redefine it. You start with the construction. The slide is stainless steel. The grip module is aluminum. Both are cut with tolerances you normally only see in high-dollar custom shops. Inside that slide sits a 4.4-inch bull barrel. It's got optimized rifling, and it's tuned for match-grade ammo. The accuracy is staggering. We are talking sub-MOA groups at 25 yards. That is bolt-action rifle precision, out of a fighting pistol. But the real innovation, the thing that changes the game, is the compensator. It isn't threaded on. It isn't milled as part of the barrel. It's 3D printed. Now, why does that matter? Because that process lets Sig build internal gas channels, baffles, and ports that traditional machining simply cannot replicate. The payoff? 30% less recoil, and the reliability stays flawless. The trigger is pure competition. Single action only. 2.5 pounds. There is zero creep. The reset is so short it feels like you're just brushing the wall. Capacity? 21 with the flush mag, 23 with the extended. Every single one of these models ships optics ready, and all the controls are completely ambidextrous. Pros: that revolutionary 3D printed compensator, sub-MOA accuracy potential, a massive 30% recoil reduction, a single action trigger built for pure competition, and a fully ambidextrous layout. Cons: the cost is extremely high. Maintenance is absolutely more complex than a standard pistol. Holster options are very limited for now. Some shooters are going to question the long-term durability of 3D printed parts. And this will not be legal in every state. The price? Around $5,000. This is Sig's Moonshot, their flagship for the 2011 world. And whether you love it or you question it, the P211 GTO is showing us exactly where pistol design is headed. All right, that wraps up our breakdown of the top 8 new firearms from May 2025. That Sig P211 GTO at number 1. It isn't just another pistol. It really is a glimpse into the future of precision handguns. And when you look across this entire lineup, from the Comped Micros to the high-tech 2011s, there is no question that 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most innovative years we have ever seen in this industry. If you got value out of this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below. I want to know, which one of these new releases caught your eye? Your feedback is what drives the content I cover next. Until next time, keep training, stay safe, and I'll see you on the range.